10 toes on your feet, I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it's stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Down at the 31.
Prescott from the gun. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're on offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 15-yard touchdown run. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And a Cowboy first down.
Now Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Elliott. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Prescott's pass.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by Ronald Darby coming from the corner.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Third and long for Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Prescott's pass intended for CD.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Greg Stroman back deep for Washington. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll air this one out deep for... That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes this Washington 14. Cowboys nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the 2nd one. Now they're hoping to turn it into 1st downs and hopefully points.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Elliott, toss right. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, 10.
You thought you had it.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown, Dallas.
Ezekiel Elliott, 77 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes this Washington 14. Cowboys 7. Greg Zuerlein to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That'll be taken in by Anderson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 16 yards, a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Second and 6. Steps away to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a gain of 34. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Brings up
after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Prescott to the rookie Lamb. First down, Cowboys.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And Washington will have it on a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to...
And he's into the clear. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Their mobile quarterback. 76 yards. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw again on second down. Prescott flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield.
At the 50-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
7-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
From the contact. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He can run for it, and he will. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Good.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that
he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Elliott. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And if you're keeping an eye on the box score, that last run puts him over the 100-yard mark for the game. And this defense has just had all sorts of trouble trying to keep him under wraps, both passing and running.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aldon Smith, the former number 7 pick, gets the sack.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And taken right on the 30. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. 20. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Toss left to Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Running with Elliott. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll lose yardage here back to the 15. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. 2nd and 13. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. He may try and run for this and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. first down carry by Elliott. The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through three-quarters. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
31. Cowboys 13.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 13 at the Cowboys.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. And That false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Safety screaming.
And he stopped immediately there. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 37. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Sprain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from it was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her Larissa. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, ain't no one alive to do what I does. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Won't you get down with me, down